we're doing it again live on PT Day of Service. In a COVID world, you got to bring your own crowd noise, people. That's just how things are. Welcome to PT Pintcast, a podcast that saves physical therapists from missing out on amazing insight, remarkable ideas, and motivational stories here in the world of physical therapy. The world of physical therapy on Global PT Day of Service. It's today. I know. You're excited. We've been going around the world talking to physical therapists, physical therapist assistants about what they're doing in their local community to affect the world, the globe. So Global PT Day of Service. Today is the day. The website is ptdayofservice.com if you're looking for more information. If you're watching the video live, we appreciate that about you. Drop the word live and where you're located. We love to see where the show gets to. So live and your location. If you're watching the replay, that's cool too. Drop in the comments, replay and where you're located. Love to see that. So going around the globe, yesterday we were in Myanmar, we were in Haiti, we were in South Africa. Today, let's see, Washington, D.C., San Diego, Texas so far, Ohio. I'm getting lost because I don't have to go through TSA once, but I've been in all these places, virtually, of course, asking people who are involved in PT Day Service, how they're involved. It's amazing all the things they get to do. So we're going to go to North Carolina now. I'm getting a lot of frequent flyer miles today. I love this. Let's bring in Mikalia from UNC Chapel Hill. Mikalia, how are we doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. It is also Mental Health Day, so I do appreciate when people ask back, how are you doing? So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm all over the place today. Well, I'm still in my living room, but I've been traveling all over the place talking about what different people are doing for PT Day of Service. Today is the day, and we're excited. I'd like to lead with, how did you find out about PT Day of Service? I'm always curious what the answer is because it's an idea, it's a movement. So how did you cross paths with the idea?
Well, I had heard a little bit about it last year, and I believe our school participated in DIA Day. And it kind of, our hours counted for PT Day of Service. But one of the upperclassmen actually reached out to me. I'm the philanthropy committee chair. And she was like, hey, you guys should get involved with PT Day of Service. And I went on the website and I was completely ecstatic to see everyone participating in all the different ideas. And I was like, we have to be a part of this.
I love that. All right. So Mikalia, tell us about you. You're a student or UNC Chapel Hill. What are you doing?
Yes, I'm a second-year PT student at UNC Chapel Hill. I'm the philanthropy committee chair, as I just said, which we have a bunch of different committees, and basically philanthropy is important for service, which is great for PT Day of Service. I'm originally from North Carolina, and I'm really excited to be here. That's
perfect. All right, so we're talking about what you've got to do on PT Day Service. Your service activities is done? You've already done it?
Yes, we just finished up. We were there at 8 o'clock this morning. We had 2 services going on synchronously. Due to COVID, you have to cut back on the amount of people that you can have at certain sites. So we had one at a place called El Futuro in Durham, and then another at Bridge to Sports.
All right, so let's talk about what you did there, because PT Day Service is so open-ended, right? It's so, we don't tell you what to do or how to do it. And as we've got people watching live, let us know where you're from. Drop in live and then your location, or if you're watching the replay and your location. So El Futuro, what did you do there? We'd love to hear the tactical things that you did to serve on PT Day Service.
Right. So El Futuro is a mental health clinic that specializes in treating Spanish-speaking communities and really giving culturally responsive care. Last year, a couple of us went and did some beautification with their garden center that's outside. So again, this year we had a group that was headed by Marjorie McCarthy, who's one of my classmates, and they went and washed the sides of the building and weeded some of the plants, replanted some new flowers that will give that outdoor space of the mental clinic a really, really like positive vibes, on the outside. And it's just something that the staff are not able to do because they're constantly working inside with patients. So any way that we could help there, we were really excited to do so. And that was the need that they said they wanted the most.
I love that. You listened, you figured out how you could help, and then you did it. So that's fantastic. But you divided your group to conquer. What was the second group doing?
We were at Bridge to Sports, which is an awesome organization and it's really closely related to physical therapy. They kind of give the chance for athletes of children and adults to play adapted sports. And they are really influential in the community, and they really value PTs because a lot of their athletes go to physical therapy. And we were able to also help with some site beautification, and we got to learn how to play some archery, and we did that. They call it shot in the dark. So we can have the chance to figure out how their athletes who are visually impaired may feel while they play some of the sports with Bridge to Sports. And they also had a truck that needed some stripping of some old decals, and we saved them probably like $800 by going in and helping strip those decals off the truck.
That deserves a boom shakalaka, as we say.
Yeah, boom shakalaka.
Fantastic. We love to hear that. What'd you get out of it? What did you take away, as well as your classmates, from serving on PT Day of Service?
I think the biggest thing for me is the connection, especially during COVID. We miss a lot of that interaction with other people in the community, and being a part of service, it really allows you to get to know the people in your community and make really strong connections and also help people. And no one ever feels bad after giving a couple hours of their time to help somebody else.
Yeah, that's the theme that comes up over and over again when you talk to someone who serves in any fashion, is you're going to get out of it more than you put in. If you were talking directly to a PT student, maybe this is their first connection. Maybe they're watching us live right now, and they've never heard of PT Day of Service. There are people out there. You got to remember that not everybody knows what you know. What would you say to a student who is watching right now that would put them over the edge to say, yeah, I'm going to do that next year?
I would say, as a physical therapist, we are the ones who are giving a service all of the time. And sometimes it can feel really monotonous and you only see the picture that is PT. But I want to let you, as a physical therapist student, know that it is way bigger than that. There are so many other opportunities to get involved and really get to know your patients on a more intimate level and understand where they come from. And you can create that connection that is still a patient physical therapist connection, but then you have a better understanding of the shoes that they walk in every single day.
Yeah, I think it's great public relations, right? And I learned what public relations was. I'm talking about the term when I was in college, and the professor stood in front of the room and said, "What's public relations?" And the students were all giving sort of like answers like spin or how to frame something, and the professor was just kind of shaking his head, and I knew not to answer. I knew this was a trick question. And he said, "Public relations is building a relationship with the public." Don't you love when they ask a question and the answer is in the question?
Yes.
But really what you're doing, that's what everybody's doing with PT Day of Service, is you're doing public relations for our profession. This doesn't mean, ads or signs or catchy jingles, although PT, it would be great to have a catchy jingle. You're showing people in your community what PTs are perfect at, which is building a relationship with the public. So thank you for doing all that yourself and your classmates.
Yeah, boom shakalaka.
You got two boom shakalakas. Excited to hear more about some other projects. We'll be checking in at UNC Baylor. We're going to go to Wash U for the rest of the day. Make sure you use that hashtag PTDOS. If you're doing something, share it on the social media so we can see how big this world is, but it suddenly, PT Day of Service kind of makes it feel a little smaller, a little more connected, a little closer. Mikalia, are you ready to do the parting shot?
Sure.
We didn't prep you for this, and that's the kind of that's what I'm here for. Parting Shot is brought to you by our friends at the Academy of Orthopedic Physical Therapy. They're just the leaders in orthopedic PT. It's in their name. They're the Academy of Orthopedic PT. That's just smart. Put it in your name. Their website is orthopt.org. If you're thinking about leveling up your orthopedic game, Tissue Tolerance is a new course they just released, the Running Athlete. And of course, I like to think of it as their marquee course, which is Current Concepts of Orthopedic Physical Therapy. If you're thinking about taking the OCS exam, that's, to me, the course that you're going to want to take. So find out all of their independent study courses at orthopt.org. All right, Mikalia, we didn't prep you for this, but that's okay. Parting Shot is really your last chance for a mic drop moment. What idea, sentiment, thought, feeling would you want to leave with the audience as we wrap up today about PT Day of Service?
Realize that this is something bigger than yourself. It's something that anyone can get involved with. And in the end, it will leave you feeling 10 times better than you felt before you started it.
Mic drop, Mikalia. Thanks for all that you do, you and your classmates. Thanks for being a part of this movement with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Go Heels.